the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap and publishing state.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He's coming off just an excellent performance last week. Nearly 200 yards. It's the Giants and the Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
It'll
be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
But it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start on the ground, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
止められるか。
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rodgers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now back to the ground with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the red zone, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Working with a 2nd and 3. Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Elliott. Will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Seibert on for the extra point.
間に合わん。
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
これはあかんな。
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
よいしょ。
Fields it right around the goal line.
走る走る。
Out of bounds here, just past the 20-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
ロングパース。
Incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones.
よっしゃ。
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
これは完璧やな。
on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
いやー、真ん中来たぞ。あー、やばいやばいやばいやばい。
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and 10,
あー、真ん中来た。よいしょ。
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First down for Cole Beasley, who's been in the league since 2012, but has really done his best work over the last 3 seasons. Top 100 targets in each of those years, even flirted with 1,000 yards in 2020 when he was named 2nd team All-Pro. When he's on the field, he's that safety valve that quarterbacks love when they get into trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Prescott.
あー、見えた。おっと。
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
あー、無理か。あ、通るんかい。通るんかい。
Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
完全に通ってもらった。
Really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
あとは無理やったか。
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good, and it's now 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
よいしょ。
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
うわ
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second down,
横から回る。あた。
and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
よっしゃ。あー、いったぞ、いったぞ、いったぞ、よっしゃ。いったー。よいしょ。
Scores early, they needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because let's face it,
強引に突破する。
this game could be 88 out the gate, or like
what? 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
よいしょ、もう1点。あー、もうちょいやな。あー、でもこれはへまったな。さあ、止めろ、止めろ、止めろ、止めろ。
Now here come the Cowboys. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think so. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Toss left to Allen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Darnay Holmes the one to bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7. Here's Preston.
Ah, yabai, yabai, yabai. Oh, 止めろ。
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions or
ちょいと中断。
but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
よいしょ。
catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, Prescott.
完全に通ってる。
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Prescott. It's out the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Seibert able to knock this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 73 yards. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
さらに追加点。
Touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. Prescott gonna kick again. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Saints who were able to walk away with the road victory. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Herbert sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on third down, he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this game?
Able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right at him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to get this to the 31. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Complete to Galladay. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Back to intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie things at
17. なんとか振り出した。
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
怪我人が多いな、今日は。
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity. Your head better be on a swivel. Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things. And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
誰もおらんやん。おいおいおい、止めろ止めろ止めろ。
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense. Absolutely. Very long field for that offense to try to traverse. And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
見ました。おー、走る走る走る走る。いったいったいったいった。見ました。His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly. So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. さらに追加点と思ったらミスってもた。あれなんかミスってもたか。あれ蹴ろう思ったのに。やってもたな。やらかしてもた。The risk reward, it's just not there. It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there. Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the first. Get off my lawn. That's darn right. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Banger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
ああ、そうついてんのかね。ああ、何してん。危ない。逃げる。走りまくる、そのまま行く。まさかそのままいけると。
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to run with Barkley.
もうちょい。あら、行ってないか。行ったんか。
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside. He's got it to the 43 here.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it.
いやー、止めろ。
Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Leonard Williams able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
Remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
どこまで飛ばすの
And that is incomplete. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
横から行く、そのまま走るけど無理か。
They're just slowly moving the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, leave the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock you free.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Barkley.
横から行くといったでもこれ
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run it forward with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good. That will extend their lead even further. So not just important the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Dak and the Cowboys down by 15. Less than 90 seconds to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well.
止められとる。うわー、通るか。よっしゃ。
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
よっしゃ。
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
止
down.
まってないだろう。
They'll get
ちょ
to
っ
the
と
line
確
here,
認
but
だ。
remember, it's also third down. Here's Prescott.
おーっと。
And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. Now coming up.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
抑え込まれる。おーっと。
That'll be caught by Fehoko. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
切ってるな。さあ、振り分けするか。で、これを上げて。
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup and evaluate. Said I'm coming for everything.
パスがもう一つか。
You gotta have confidence. The next level is legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth ball, when I push the
これで OK か。
champion genetics. Champion genetics.
よっしゃー。次がシカゴベアーズか。さあ、では。